What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? We're back-to-back Super Bowl champions. But let's be real, that loss to the Eagles in Super Bowl 59 still stings. Yeah, it hurts. I felt it. You felt it. We all felt it. This team has been rewriting NFL history. Dominance, swagger, grit, and yet, we came up short on the biggest stage. Not just a loss, but a wake-up call. A reminder that even dynasties need to retool. But hey, don't hang your head. This isn't the end. This is a reset. Because if you're like me, you still believe in this squad. Patrick Mahomes? Still that guy. Travis Kelce? Still a nightmare for any defense. Andy Reid? Still got tricks up his sleeve. We didn't lose our identity, we lost a game. But now the mission is clear. Reload, refocus, and run it back. Before we go any deeper, I want to hear from you. Drop your take in the comments. Backhand index pointing right, does this Super Bowl loss light a fire for a three-peat? Backhand index pointing right, or are we entering a new phase, a slow rebuild? Let's get the debate going. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button and smash the notification bell. We're grinding toward 4,000 subs, and with your help, we'll get there in no time. Alright, let's talk business. Because in 2 weeks, the Chiefs are on the clock. Pick 31. The final pick of the first round. And let me tell you, it's a big one. This isn't just another rookie. This pick is a statement. A message from Brett Veach and the front office that says, "We're not done." Let's put it in perspective. The offseason has already been wild. The biggest shake-up? Trading away Joe Thuney. That one hit hard. Thuney wasn't just a leader. He was the anchor protecting Mahomes. Losing him, that sends a clear message. But that doesn't mean the Chiefs have to go offensive line at 31. The board could fall a dozen different ways. Maybe a game-changing wide receiver slips. Maybe a defensive beast falls through the cracks. Heck, maybe someone pulls a shocker and drops a QB into our lap. This pick, it's critical. So let me ask you, if you're in Brett Veach's chair, speech balloon, are you locking in an offensive lineman to protect Mahomes? Speech balloon, or are you swinging for the fences with a flashy playmaker? Sound off in the comments. This is the kind of conversation that shapes the future. And hey, if you're enjoying this breakdown, like the video and hit subscribe. We've got draft content coming every single week, and you won't want to miss what's next. Speaking of next, let's talk about a prediction that has Chiefs Kingdom buzzing. You know Mel Kiper Jr., longtime NFL draft guru. His latest mock? It's got everyone talking. At pick 31, he's got the Kansas City Chiefs selecting Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, Ohio State. Now hear me out. Simmons isn't just some mid-round lineman. Before his knee injury last October, he was on pace to be a top 10 pick. That's right, top 10. Let's look at the numbers. Small Blue Diamond 19 career starts at left tackle. Small Blue Diamond gave up just 1 sack. Small Blue Diamond 0 pressures allowed in 6 straight games before the injury. That kind of protection, that's gold when your quarterback wears number 15. And let's be honest, left tackle has been a revolving door since Orlando Brown Jr. Wanya Morris had a shot. Didn't hold. Kingsley Suamataia flashed but wasn't consistent. Even Joe Thuney got kicked outside, and now he's gone to Chicago. So when Kiper says Josh Simmons could be the guy, you gotta stop and think, is this our next cornerstone? But here's the catch, he's coming off that knee injury. Do you trust the medicals? Would you roll the dice on a player with elite talent but health questions? Let me know in the comments. Would you take Simmons at 31? And if you haven't yet, subscribe. Join the fastest-growing Chiefs fan community on YouTube. Now, let's zoom out. If you've watched the Chiefs closely, you know the O-line wasn't a disaster, but it was shaky. And in critical moments, shaky just doesn't cut it. Wanya Morris wasn't ready. Kingsley was streaky. Thuney was solid, but he was a band-aid, not a long-term fix. Now we've brought in Jalen Moore from the 49ers. He's got potential, athletic, versatile, but he was a backup. We can't hope he turns into a franchise left tackle. That's not how you protect your MVP. That's why Simmons makes sense. He's not a patch, he's a foundation. So here's your next debate question. Speech balloon, do you believe Jalen Moore can step up? Speech balloon, or do the Chiefs need to go all in on Simmons at pick 31? Drop your vote in the comments. I want to see who Chiefs Kingdom is riding with. Let's bring it home. Drafting Josh Simmons at 31? It could be a genius move. Or a massive risk. The upside is real: elite feet, strong hands, and the ability to shut down edge rushers. But that knee injury, it changes everything. Some teams will back off. But the Chiefs? With our medical staff, our coaching, our development, this might be the perfect landing spot. Remember Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith? Both had question marks. Now they're pillars of this team. So maybe Simmons is the next great gamble. Or maybe he's just a gamble. So I'll leave you with this. Direct hit: would you take the risk on Josh Simmons at 31? Direct hit, or do you have your eyes on someone else? Sound off in the comments, and let's keep this draft conversation rolling. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We're building something special here, and your support means everything. Thanks for riding with us, and as always, go Chiefs!